This is how we do it.
Coming soon to this theater.
Whoop, whoop. Stop!
It's alive. It's moving. It's coming this way.
What is up, everybody? We're back. We're back, bitches. Yeah, everybody who tuned in for the last 2 weeks and, didn't see us, I apologize. My life's been kind of turned upside down, in the process of a move. Or, basically had to, sold the condo and had to put all my shit in storage because I can't rent a place until, the checks from the fucking condo sale cleared. They just cleared today. So I'm gone from, eating beans and rice to having some fucking Whole Foods shit. But I am stuck in this hotel for now. It's like a fucking Holiday Inn. It's not so bad, but I am going a little fucking old boy up in this motherfucker. There's no question about that. A little fucking, not like I'm about to go on a cross-country killing spree, but, I might eat a live squid in a fucking a sushi joint. Actually, I'd never fucking do that. That's fucking nasty. I hate that fucking scene in that movie. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and sitting through that little fucking monologue. This is the Horror Movie Club, of course, the club where we watch horror movies, bitches. And the whole concept of the stream is that we're talking about a movie that there's a link to below in the description. If the movie sounds cool or interesting to you, you can always just click the link and go watch the movie. In fact, you can even be a little bit of a motherfucker like Dillard and be like, oh, that movie looks good, peace out, and then go fuck off and watch the movie. That's all good. We don't mind.
You got somebody in the backstage, bro.
Oh.
Hey, what's up?
What is up, Preston Dog?
What's up, dude?
Good to see you, man.
Oh, we got a good bit of people here.
Yeah, man. Did you I've been listening to Breeds.
Oh, you did? It's good, right?
It's really good. It's really good.
The
The guy's got to be a Joe Lansdale fan because he writes a little bit like Joe Lansdale. When he's talking about something made his like asshole pucker so that it was like his taint was having a tug of war between like his nutsack and his butthole or something. And I'm like, that's some Joe R. Lansdale shit right there. Yeah,
I like it. I thought it was badass. He's one of my favorite writers to go ahead and listen to while I'm working.
Is that him that reads the audiobook?
No. The guy who reads the audiobook is Sean Burnett. And Sean Burnett, I like Sean Burnett. He's badass. Yeah.
So good, especially when he's doing the voice of that just that mean, nasty old werewolf.
That's the thing about audiobook readers. Like, they have to be actors. Like, you just can't read the book. You know what I'm saying? Because
they have to be the characters.
Yeah, you got to live the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
I create all my own voices in my mind and how these people look when I'm reading a book. When you don't have the visual, You have to create that in your mind, okay? And a great writer makes it easy for you to do that, okay?
Oh, it's so true. It's so true.
You guys
Here's the
remember
thing.
the opening scene of Fellowship of the Ring, when Gandalf is riding into town on that rickety little cart? Is that not exactly what you pictured 50 years ago when you first read that book?
Yes. And that's why, like, I think pretty much like 90% of the audience, you know, because you're always going to get those that 10% or so that they're never going to be happy with anything. Right? But everybody else was just like, you know, you're fucking, you know,
there was parts of it
heartwarming as fuck, dude.
There was parts of it that I couldn't stand, but that opening scene was exactly what you pictured when you first read the book, and it pulled you in and you were stuck. Right? It pulled you in right away and you were stuck. Like Mike Barron says, you reach out and grab him by the throat, right?
Yeah. Pull him into the world. Make the world real, make it feel lived in.
The only, like, what irritated me was when they tried to make horns into a movie, right? Joe Hill.
Oh, the Joe Hill, Stephen King's son. Yeah.
Yeah. They not only never followed the book, like they bastardized the book. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, the one that my butthole is still fucking burning over is fucking World War Z.
I never read the book for World War Z. Like everybody said, like the book is way better. Like it's visionary. It's visionary because the guy who made it, right, Max Brooks, the son of Mel Brooks, he fucks with comics, by the way. He did he's done a couple of comics, I think. But anyway, he did this thing called the Zombie Survival Guide, and I remember reading that. And it was good, but it was, this is kind of fun. It's pleasant, but it doesn't stick to your ribs. It was like, you know, like the Werewolf's Guide to Life. Is a really it's a fun book, but you know, it's not like, you know. Then he comes out with World War Z, and it's just like, oh my god, this is an instant fucking classic. Yeah, he fucking took George Romero's zombies, and he would basically, because Romero's approach to zombies is always the same. It's like the humans would whip ass, would easily destroy all the fucking zombies if they could only fucking work together, but they're humans, so they can't. And he Joe Hill,
one
of Joe Hill's first projects was Lock and Key for
Yes.
And then
he fucks the comics too. Yeah.
Now I know Netflix gets a bad rap, but they actually followed the book for Lock and Key. You know what I'm saying? Like that was
I thought so too. When I saw it, like did I watch that whole series? I forget. But I remember thinking like, oh, that was a good solid adaptation of the comic book, you know? And what was great about the comic book though was the comic book didn't read like a pitch for a Netflix.
No, and I like that.
A lot of those these days.
Like
man.
Nowadays, that's all there is. It's just like they're doing movie pitches, and I'm like, dude, this is what, you know, like it goes nowhere. It's like
yes.
Matt, we lost Derek Riggs. Like Derek's not going to do it.
Oh shit!
What?
That's all good.
Derek Riggs. I was trying to get him on a show, and he's not. He said he doesn't do long distance interviews anymore. So
okay, who is he again? Because I know the name. I'm just trying to. I'm a little right now.
Iron Maiden, the Iron Maiden artist.
Yes, thank you. No, I mean, look, it's not like Frazetta or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I know the guy's a legend and an icon and all that stuff.
Hey, we can always get Jeff Young from Megadeth, bro.
Well, we parodied Derek's painting for Six Gun Gorilla. So.
Yeah, man. Because and you know what inspired that? It was a certain somebody from CG who shall remain unnamed told Preston that he could never do that.
Oh wow!
And Preston's that kind of guy where he's just like, oh hell no, don't give me that shit, man.
Us. We're gonna do it. You can't never make a Roku network. Yeah. Don't challenge us. We're gonna do it.
Crystal? Oh yeah. We'll talk about that. look, everybody go check out Crystal's campaign. I think Crystal's
Night.
like in the last
Might be
Good Night, which I think is in its last 7 hours.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's its last 7 or 6 hours. So
The Good Night, is that the teddy bear book or something like that?
No.
Is that
Well, yeah, it's the night that gets turned into a teddy bear. Yeah.
yes.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
stuff.
And yeah, I mean Crystal's
is that on Indiegogo or is it on Fun Comic?
Indiegogo.
Yeah. And Pops, could you do me a solid to get us the link for that real quick?
Do that,
If
doubt.
it's not a bother.
It's
I'm a
not
little
a bother.
discombobulated tonight.
Gee,
Okay.
it comes up at the top of my
Because-
list. All I got to do is put in good.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Because
shared
we love
this
Crystal.
I'm gonna drop it in all the chats over there on Twitch, everywhere. Check it out. It's on Brian.
I always bust her balls whenever she's in a because she's somebody that's always been very camera shy, which is cool. But it's like, oh shit, if you're gonna do like what we do, you have to become uncamera shy. You have to let people see you. It's like they're not just investing in your art; they're kind of investing in you in a way. And that's what makes what we do also very special, is that our readers have direct access to us.
I just want to make a point right now. If this would have been the way back in the Renaissance days, none of them clowns would have got payments.
No way, man. Definitely fucking not. Oh man. Let me share my screen because there is some pretty fucking dramatic news. I just want to do the week in horror real quick. Oh yeah, and what the fuck did I see? Last Voyage of the Demeter. I checked that out. I enjoyed it. Was it?
Oh no shit! A lot of
was it
people
the
didn't
movie? Well, here's like the Last Voyage of the Demeter is one of those movies that, like, you ever hang out and like watch a film and you think to yourself, or read a comic or listen to an album, you think to yourself, I'm really enjoying this. I like this, but so and so, right? Like,
or gonna
dude that I know is really gonna love it.
Oh,
right?
okay,
Like it's getting me kind of like 3/4, but it's gonna get him fucking hard as a fucking rock. And I was just so I was watching the movie and I was just like, okay, it's competent. It's like I kind of wish this had been done a little differently, whatever.
Right.
But never boring, and shows you a lot of the monster.
Definitely.
It's a fucking is it the Dracula that's from the novels? No. But is it still a pretty scary fucking vampire? Yes.
Yeah.
I remember watching that series Midnight Mass, which was
dude, that was awesome.
which is a remake. It's a remake of Salem's Lot. Shameless about it.
A little bit. Yeah. I think it was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It is, and that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But I remember thinking, I was like, that series had me by the short hairs until you got to see the vampire. And I was like, wah, wah.
Oh, really?
Because I kept thinking, when you see the vampire, that better be good. No, it just looked like a guy that had like blue skin. It was just like, it didn't look like, when you see Barlow in the original TV movie, the Toby Hooper, Salem's Lot.
Pops up, right? Like in the
he's
dinner,
fucking Reggie Nalder in that
kitchen, right?
fucking Reggie Nalder in that fucking Nosferatu Max Shrek makeup.
Yeah. Scary.
That's fucking horrifying.
As a child, it haunted my dreams for the longest
right?
Dude, I
was like, oh my god, this is a fucking vampire.
Yeah, I was fucked up for a while. I was like, oh, shit. And then we grabbed the cross that the priest was holding. I was like,
it was fucking crazy, dude.
A weird sound effect, like or some shit.
Yeah. It was like,
the kid
oh shit,
hovering
this dude's a
outside
boss.
the window.
That's what I'm talking. The kid, like I just saw the kid. Hovering around the window. That shit gave me nightmares, and I didn't see.
Oh, me too.
For years later, I didn't even get that.
So many people.
The other thing that
United in Trauma.
Poltergeist, where the clown like grabbed the kid and brought him underneath the bed. Like
Toby Hooper as well.
Wow, dude.
Also, Toby Hooper.
For me, it was Kane. Though. Like Kane really got me in the second one. I don't know why. Because I for some reason, like they never like whoever like my family or whoever I never saw the first Poltergeist till like forever. I was introduced to the second one, and Kane always scared me.
Shit.
Oh, you are gonna die.
He is in his holy temple, and that dude died too.
The holy temple.
Oh yeah. Well, he looked like death. He looked like he looked like he was at death's door because he was.
Yeah.
I heard they found somebody that actually had cancer to play that role.
Oh wow!
So that they didn't have to put out the money for makeup.
Oh wow!
No, I'm just fucking with you. I have no idea.
No, they put a lot. The budget for that, the budget for Poltergeist 2 was massive. Was massive.
Oh really?
Was really was much bigger than the first film. And they had H.R. Giger working on that thing.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And from the chat,
I saw that shit in the theater, man. It was fucking awesome. Toby Hooper was the real deal. By the way, I'm sorry. Are you seeing Christopher Lee on the screen right now?
No,
we are seeing the horror movie. We're seeing exactly what I'm looking at on my screen, the StreamYard.
Okay, all right.
But we do have a question in the chat. If any of you guys want to field that.
Sure. Who said what? Oh yeah, Shadowhawk. What's up?
No,
you guys seen any
August
Fred Vogel's work? Like August Underground? No, can't say that I'm familiar. Can't say that I'm familiar. Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that's great about the internet, it makes it really, really easy to share art.
You know what you should do? A show on horror porn. Parodies.
Well, there is Joe D'Amato, the Italian horror director, did the first like hardcore porno movies. I'm talking. No, actually, I think.
Well, they had.
Franco. I think it was just Franco. But they're like Spanish and Italian old movies from like the 70s.
I know
where they would do softcore and hardcore versions, and it would be like a straight up like zombie movie, but there'd be like penetration.
Well, no, like they actually have like a high end zombie porn movie out there, and they also have a parody of Hellraiser, and different things.
I know the Batman.
It's almost not even
parody looks expensive. Like they
it's almost not even erotic. Like it's just like, oh my god.
well, you know why they started doing those.
Erotic. I couldn't even get down with it.
It's like who?
Yeah, look,
doing that.
Lena Romay and the Bare-Breasted Countess. Lena Romay and the Bare-Breasted Countess by Jess Franco, like 1977. Walking around a forest wearing a cape, thigh-high leather F-me boots, and nothing else.
What kind of boots? F-me?
Yes, thigh-highs. Yeah, man. But yeah, I could. Oh man, yes. Lena Romay was fucking smoking fucking hot. But yeah, they would do like so horror porn. That was a Rubicon that was crossed in the fucking 70s. That's been done, son. But yeah.
What do you think about Dracula? I was gonna say about at the end of Demeter. What do you think about how he looked? The very, very end in the pub.
Yes. Because I'm thinking like, wait a second, how is this guy gonna pass for human?
Exactly.
Right. And yeah, it was creepy. It's really obvious what Universal is doing though. What they're doing is they're doing what I said they should have been doing for ages, which is don't make a giant tentpole $300 million Tom Cruise mummy movie. Make a 20 million Dracula. Make a 20 million Frankenstein. Make a $20 million Wolfman, and then have fucking House of Frankenstein. Throw them all fucking together to fucking tear each other apart.
I thoroughly enjoyed the Wolfman.
I love that movie.
Dude,
that's my favorite werewolf movie.
I'm divided on it because we did that on the stream. My attitude is, and I remember sitting in the movie theater watching it, and I still have the same attitude. I'm just like, I'm enjoying this like way more probably than this movie deserves, but I'm still fucking rock fucking hard.
Dude, I was
director's cuts are even better.
I was so happy that they had the classic Wolfman makeup
Yes.
instead of an Anthony Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't
a fight at the end.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
boxes. I'm like, boxes. I didn't even think that we like. I would want like that. They could
I was like, what else do you actually need? You know what I'm saying? Like this is everything.
I was butthurt because it was Andrew Kevin Walker, the guy who wrote Seven, great screenwriter. It was him working out his issues with his father. And that's not what the original Wolfman's.
I'm pretty cool with that.
I'm cool with that, dude. Like I'm totally
it makes
cool
it more
with that.
gothic too, because it's like that rich sun coming back home.
That's true. That's true.
So it's gothic in that regard. It's gothic in the architecture. It's just the feel.
And Benicio,
Benicio
dude, he was so good, dude.
There's gore. The cinematography was on point. The fucking
yes.
That's the thing though. Like I think like modern movie makers, especially horror movie makers, need a digital effects are great, but they need to lay off of that and take a page from Hammer's way of making like Dracula movies. You know 100%. What I'm saying? Like, because Hammer
make it gothic again,
dude.
Make the monster like I've been saying since fucking forever. Lower the budgets to like $20-50 million. That area, right? And make the monsters scary again.
Exactly. And way more nudity, right? I mean
well, no. Because you know how I feel about Hammer, about the Hammer movies, was they became less sexy when they started showing more skin.
They're showing too much.
Like when they just had the booby dresses. Like the really smoking hot chicks with like the low cut dresses, the booby dresses, and the fucking the fucking corsets and shit. And oh my god!
Did anybody else think that
smoking hot?
Did anybody else think that all the Hammer chicks, like the chicks that were in the Hammer movies, were like heroin addicts?
No,
they did look kind of baked out a little.
Dude, fucking Caroline Munro? Are you fucking shitting me?
I'm just fucking with you because they all look like like that heroin chic. You know what I'm saying? Like black hair, dark mascara.
No, that's after they've been turned into vampires. No, actually, when they turn into that's wrong because when they turn into vampires in the Hammer movies, they get hotter. They actually become more voluptuous.
Yeah.
I love. Well, I'm a fucking Hammer stan. I'm still trying to fucking share my screen, but yeah, Hammer Studios has been bought.
Oh no shit.
Yes. So
did they still produce movies?
Yeah.
I think the last one they did was
they made a comeback,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
They did a little bit.
Yes, and they did a remake of Let the Right One In. Which I didn't bother watching.
That. Yeah, no, that wasn't.
I didn't bother watching because why the fuck would you fucking remake that movie? It's perfect. It's like dub it, subtitle it, but I don't know. I don't understand like remaking movies, reshooting entire movies just to have it fucking in English.
Kind of weird.
It is. It is.
I was gonna say about the Demeter, it was cool to have Dracula like completely devoid of like human whatsoever until like towards the end. You know what I mean? He was just a straight demonic, like he was a demon. He was a monster. You know what I mean? He was a fucking monster through the whole movie.
Yeah,
that's why I did like
scary.
Demeter. That was, for me, it was just some of the CGI, and I thought the movie could have been cut a little bit.
It could have lost 15 minutes, but what movie these days couldn't lose 15 minutes to like a half an hour?
The problem is that they lean too heavily on CGI.
Too much, yeah. It's like, the actor's perfect too. He's all tall and scary and shit.
Exactly. One of my favorite movies was 13 Ghosts.
That movie's dope,
because it was all traditional. It was all traditional, like 100%. Makeup.
I know the guy who wrote that actually, and he's actually fucked with comics too. I shouldn't fucking talk about it. I'm just like, no, I didn't sign an NDA about this, but I probably should. Yeah. I probably, it's the internet, it's the interwebs. So it looks like what they're gonna do is these are people that aren't just bringing Hammer back in name. They evidently want to make Hammer again.
I'm down with
so. they're starting out with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Starring Eddie Izzard, and I'm just like, okay, cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. You know.
So
we'll see.
with Eddie
We'll
Izzard,
see.
okay, so he's gonna be Eddie in the beginning, and then like the female version of Eddie, like when he changes.
Right.
Oh no, that's Dr. Oh well, that would be if they were doing Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde.
Yeah, Sister Hyde.
No, isn't Eddie Izzard? Didn't he transition? Eddie Izzard?
I think so.
Did.
See, I always thought he wasn't. I always thought he was just like a. I think he did, but because he used to say he was a transvestite, right? Because a transvestite is like Ed Wood. Ed Wood was a transvestite. That's to say, he was a guy who was totally straight, identified as male, that just was like into wearing women's clothing because
but Eddie, I don't think he doesn't dress as a man anymore. Like he only dresses as a woman. That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't. Anytime you see
he is an actor. I mean, he is an. I mean, you know. I mean, look, he is an actor.
He's living apart because he's been doing it for years. You know what I'm
well, you know what?
like,
maybe this will be Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. Maybe this will be a remake of.
I like Eddie Izzard, to be quite honest.
I do
like
too.
His acting style.
I do too.
When I seen like he transitioned, I was like, what? I was like, why? Why do you do that?
Well, it's like the Wachowskis, right? Look, how do you wrap? That's the thing. We can't wrap our heads around that, right? Yeah. And that's just one of the things. You know, I know a lot of Here's the thing: trans people didn't used to be so obnoxious. Trans people used to be awesome, right? Yeah. The fucking drag queens and shit, and New York City bars were like some of the fucking chillest people you will ever meet in your life. And some of
Don't
the
misread
people.
what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying like it's a bad thing.
No,
of
course
saying,
not.
Like,
yeah.
It's just kind of an odd choice for. I've always thought of Eddie as like English punk. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. But I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, look, Leo, maybe the guy's got issues.
Who doesn't?
You know? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? That exactly. You know, it's you know, look, you just want people to be happy. You know, that's it. And you know, not groom kids.
You got to stop talking about people badly about transitioning, Brian. You got to stop doing it.
No, hey man, look, if older me could go into the future, I mean into the past, and like I don't know, maybe like 5-10 years, and give my younger self advice, it would be, dude, you have to start wearing a dress. You have to start wearing a dress. You have to change your name to Brianna.
And you'll become a successful comic book writer.
And you will become a successful comic book writer.
Brianna.
Just do it until you get famous. Then you can go back. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. Because there's like 250,000 genders now.
Dude, me and Matt are planning on doing that already. We're in a relationship. It's fine. Everything's gonna work out.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm supposed to tell anybody, man.
Yeah,
to get out.
You gotta keep that. Well, the whole point is that you don't be private about it. That becomes your identity. That you just blast it out with a bullhorn, right? It's just like I remember hearing like Joni Mitchell got pissed when she was asked to be on the Lilith Fair, and like she got offended. Like fucking Sarah McLachlan was like, yeah, it's like a concert festival, women only, like the great like female rockers, and she was just like, fuck you, I'm not like that's what I am. It's just like I'm a female rock artist. I'm not like just a rock artist. Like get fucked.
That's retarded. Like that's
yes. It's just God. But everything is about
personal, dude.
I know everything's about identity these days. We fucking know that. Anyway, we should start talking about tonight's movie, which is Without Warning. Look, what can I say? I fucking love this movie. It's completely fucking cracked. It came out like I think around 1980 or so. It was, I think, you know, you still had the drive-ins basically when this movie was made. I know that because this is like a total drive-in movie. Let me.
What I like that I like seeing Jack Palance in here. Maybe we can
Jack
come.
Palance!
I think they should bring drive-ins back.
I know they built one.
Dude.
They built
But
one over
only
by
if
my
they
house,
show.
dude. I knew like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
well, they should
nobody
bring
goes to the
drive-in
movies
back.
anymore. Yeah,
They should go to
absolutely.
bring that shit back, but only if you're going to show drive-in movies. I don't want to fucking
that's the
go to a
point.
drive-in and see fucking Avatar.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see. You
No, I want to go and see
Dawn
I want to see the original Dawn of the Dead. I want to see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I want to see fucking, the Terror from Below the Sea. I want to see fucking Invasion of the Saucermen. I want to see the Blob. Like shit like that.
You'd probably be the only one at the drive-in. Like,
no, they have a big festival in Pittsburgh. There's a drive-in in Pittsburgh that gets a huge turnout when they have like a Hammer Horror marathon or something.
No,
or
I mean, that's my thing too.
Movie. Yeah.
Not a lot of people. Not everybody's into that type of stuff. You know
No, but there are a fucking shit ton of us. There are a shit ton of us.
Yeah.
Like I said on a fucking there. First of all, Sim, what up, brother? Inkslayer's in the motherfucking house. The Alamo Draft House that's by me before the shutdown. I remember going to see a 3-hour Russian science fiction movie on a weeknight.
What's that called?
Right?
What was it? Do you remember which one it was?
Stalker.
No, that's not the one I was thinking.
Stalker. It's amazing. It's by the same guy that did Solaris, Tarkovsky, right? But it was just like 9:00 on a weeknight, 3-hour Russian science fiction movie, and the place was packed. It was sold out. So that's the thing, is more and more people are discovering the fly shit. And they've got 5 screens, and so they'll have like the Marvel movie, the Brad Pitt movie, whatever. They have the mainstream shit in the first 4 theaters, but that 5th screen, it's going to be something like some cult shit, right? Or maybe a classic, like Once Upon a Time in the West or something like that. But it's going to be an older film, for usually a new like 4K transfer or something like that. Terrifier 2 is getting a theatrical re-release in October.
Oh wow! Yeah, a lot of people are going to go see that.
A lot of people are going to go fucking see that.
It's going to be a big October, I think, this year. Big Halloween. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are going to celebrate
It's the best time ever to be a fucking horror fan, and horror's bigger than it's ever been. What sucks about that is, obviously there's like a glut of shit, and there's a lot of garbage out there. But usually the cream rises to the top, and like the Macho Man Randy Savage. And
oh yeah.
Hey Brian,
yeah,
I have had somebody approach me about pimping his book here in the future. Book titled King Cryptid.
Oh, Pete Sametti?
Yeah, he wants to come out on the show in October.
No fucking way.
He wants to come out on the show in November, in October. So if you're good with that, I will make that happen.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Right, cool.
Yeah. No, look, I love Pete Sametti. I'm just a little butthurt because I submitted 6 Guns to him twice, and he turned me down twice. That fucking cocksucker.
He turns me down every time I submit something to him.
Oh, I didn't, because I got it covered with your art on it there, Doc.
No, but this
I'm talking about books.
Cool.
I'm not talking about like IPs.
Dude, let's get him on here, and we'll both just corner him and just fucking. And just make the interview about why didn't what'd you give us the finger for, dude? Really?
Do you really want him to tell you live why though?
No, it's okay.
But no, I like the other day, Preston, that had it came out on a Wednesday 19.
What's that? Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I'm not talking about that though. I'm talking about like
I know, but I just got it the other day. I was just saying that just popped up into my house the other day. So
that's awesome.
My second Preston cover, I think, a second Preston cover in my house.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
What was the first?
Nice.
That's 6 Gun Gorilla, brother.
Oh, okay.
Oh man,
Come on.
I got one on my wall. I got
What was the first?
page from.
That wraparound cover was badass. You want a fan for life on that, dude.
Hell yeah,
That
man.
was my favorite.
Well, Preston's
one,
was,
actually. It's right behind me somewhere. Wait, is it? Oh, it's right there. Yeah.
Good stuff.
It was no. Well, I mean, it's sick because, it's like we've been around for a while, and so it's always fun watching people level up, and like Preston's leveled up to that point where like he's his own thing now, right?
Whatever.
It's like every artist starts out imitating other artists, and you'd look at his shit and you'd be like, oh, that's so Bisley, or oh, that's so Frazetta, and now you're just like, damn, that's just Preston.
The funny part about it is now I do recognize Preston's art whenever I see it without having to check and see if that's Preston's art.
No,
it's like
I think
definitely
don't
top
think-
notch, bro. Just saying.
I don't think imitation is a problem. Like a lot of people,
No.
no, you're just copying, blah blah blah. But
no,
as long as you like it, like if you're not trying to do it exactly, like Andy Smith used to draw exactly like Bart Sears. You know what I'm saying? Like exactly like Bart Sears.
If you look at the early horror stories by some of the great contemporary horror writers, Stephen King, Ramsey Campbell, people like that, their early stories, you read them and you're just like, it's fucking H.P. Lovecraft.
Exactly. You got Chris Graves. Chris Graves, like when he first started out, he was drawing exactly like Todd McFarlane. And he still has hints of Todd McFarlane in his work.
Right.
You know
because
who Chris Graves
is,
right? Like,
yes.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the day that Preston draws me a Crom.
Crom.
I finally got some
That's Frank Forte's Crom right there, but we got a whole man.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
I was talking about it the other day. I got a pile with like 100 different Croms from different artists.
That's awesome, dude.
I almost have enough to do a damn art book.
Dude, the dank dealer, I would totally rock the dank dealer on like mugs and like t-shirts and lunch boxes and shit. The dank dealer is the fucking funniest thing, man.
Don't hate me, Vic, but I still think that's the best piece you've ever done.
Yeah, it is. I just remember when you first did that, when you first unveiled that, I was fucking dying.
It was awesome.
Preston, if you haven't seen it, basically he did Crom, Pops' internet troll as like the death dealer. He called him like the death dealer.
He's got a big old hookah bong and shit instead of
it's really funny.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Matt, did you ever finish your biker Viking book?
Oh, I'm like halfway through it. Gonna launch it in about a year. We were just talking about that before the show.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
we were talking about that backstage because I'm eager to see that shit because Matt is also one of those guys that's leveling up, and it's just like I said, I just fucking love that shit.
You want to see what I was doing at the beginning of the show, B?
Oh, sure. Let me also highlight this comment. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's going to be for the Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah,
nice.
for the Roku campaign. Look.
Yeah. So that's going to be my contribution when you back that campaign. You will get a PDF. If you want to back my shit.
There's a bunch of PDF tiers. Okay, like Committed Comics, Silverline, Two Fisted. A bunch of people threw their own tiers in there, but we're not really selling books. You're backing the Roku campaign, and we're giving you some books as a reward, right? And you get to choose the books you get. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Brian donated 1 through 6 Gun Gorillas. So if you want to read 1 through 6 Gun Gorilla, you can back it at that level, and you get it. Matt, you want to field that comment till Brian gets back?
Sure. Hammer went out of business, and some unrelated guy came along and named it his company. Hammer Films and eventually absorbed the old Hammer into his new Hammer. It was more of a grave robbery than a buy.
Holy shit. I never knew that. That's crazy, dude.
He had
That's
the money
insane.
to smack other people off of his claim. So money gets it done.
Money does
Money
get it
always
done.
gets it done.
Yeah, Black Hat, Cinephile, what's up? Thank you so much for hanging out. He says, Hammer went out of business and some unrelated guy came along, named his company Hammer Films, and it eventually absorbed the old Hammer into his new Hammer. It was more of a grave robbery than a buy. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think. Well, that was the thing. It's just like I mean, shit. I am a Hammer stan to the fucking core, right?
No,
I love me some.
I totally believe that happened.
I love me some fucking Hammer, right? To the fucking bone. A monster kid for life. When I heard Hammer was coming back, I was psyched. And then, but also a little cautious. And then they released these movies, and none of them were Hammer movies. Like, none of them were like proper fucking monster movies. You know, if they start a new Hammer Dracula, look, fuck Universal. If they're not going to do it, they should start a fucking basically revive the old Christopher Lee franchise with a new actor,
right.
And same thing with Frankenstein too. You know,
I think they should do an AI version of Christopher Lee and just have him act in every movie.
Yeah, right.
You know what's, weird? You know what's weird? I've never seen Rogue One, but the Peter Cushing that's in that, the actor that they CG fucking his face onto, which evidently looked horrible. The guy, the actual actor, looks like Peter Cushing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That movie has the best scene ever in the whole Star Wars franchise, bro. You gotta watch the ending.
It was one of the better
Darth Vader?
Yeah, it's Vader scene, yeah. He's Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look pretty badass. I'm sorry, what was that, Pops?
I say it was really one of the better movies, after the original three, but we all knew how it was going to end.
Yeah, but it still doesn't hold the candle of Spaceballs.
Right.
Space Nats.
Spaceballs.
I don't like Space Nats. Space Nats has like two funny jokes in it. But may the Schwartz be with you, and we ain't found shit. When they're combing the desert.
Your Schwartz is as big as mine.
I don't know.
I love Spaceballs. I think.
Yeah, me too.
Spaceballs was.
I know people love it, but I was just like, I still think there's only two funny moments in that entire fucking thing. Anyway,
Joan Rivers.
Because you're not good at giving good helmet. That's
Joan Rivers' voice for the C-3PO robot. That alone was worth the price of admission.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, Black Hat was talking about Lovecraft, how he died a pauper, I believe, of stomach cancer.
Yeah.
I think
most creators do.
Yeah,
you know who else died of pauper? Bill Finger, the creator of Batman.
They buy that stuff and then they put it away till you're dead, and then they make money off it. That's the whole point.
Or the guy.
Yes. Van Gogh sell a single painting in his entire career.
Or your partner steals all the credit for creating the character, and you die a lonely man in your hotel room.
About Bob Kane? Oh God, they're fucking legendary. Like Bob Kane evidently didn't famous just draw a hand for me. Yeah, and he couldn't do it. He had to get somebody else from the world bullpen to do it. Are we roboting?
A little bit. Brian was. Yeah.
Oh great.
Well, you're good.
Watch out for flag.
One thing you can do sometimes to bring it back is to turn your camera off for a minute and just use audio, and your computer ain't working as hard.
I can't hear what you're saying, Pops.
No.
You might want to shoot me a message.
Brian's having serious problems.
Watch out for flag. Actually, it sounds like modern music. It sounds like fucking auto-tune.
Over there in the private chat.
Turn off my camera. Okay.
Yeah, that might help. There, that might help a little bit. Does that help? Computer's not working.
I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you. do you just have really bad service in the hotel, or
I guess, yeah. It's just like, yeah, I'm like, just connected to their fucking internet. This is why I couldn't do the stream for like 2 weeks.
Or is that chick you rented like on her phone?
What? I missed that, man. Do you care to repeat that again, Mr. Acevedo?
Or is that chick you rented like stealing all your juice because she's on her phone, like playing games and shit?
Hey, man, I have heard that there are ladies of the night who are bringing their Johns. Yes, ladies of ill repute that bring their Johns to this hotel.
Get out.
It's
what kind of hotel are you staying in? It's not an hourly hotel. It's
like an old Holiday Inn. No, it's not a it's not a no-tell motel.
No,
it's like it's an old Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn,
that got done in by the Rona. Do you know what I'm saying?
Dude, that shit's going around again.
Look, Holiday Inn works really good for the ladies of the night. Check it out. Right. The first customer of the day pays for the room. And then they got the room all night long for everybody else that they hook up with, right?
What are you, a pimp?
No, this is just he did time. He did time. Pops knows a little bit about the underworld.
I've been around a few blocks, a few different blocks. There was a time when I owned 10% of a online what do you call it? Escort service?
No,
long time ago. Okay, one of my first ventures into business.
Greasy. I never considered like pimping, but maybe like becoming like a porn director or something like that. Maybe
you're doing.
No, I feel too weird. I feel too weird. Like people like fucking in front of me. I would just I don't think I'd be. Yeah, I'm not really much of a voyeur in that regard.
It's not a spectator sport. It's not a spectator sport. If I ain't involved, I ain't in the room, man. It's like...
Yeah, I cut.
Go ahead.
Brian's at a loss for words at the moment.
Yeah, no. Well, because I'm like roboting like a motherfucker, or everybody's roboting like a motherfucker. But I mean, I think like that was the thing about the original porn stars. Like they were freaks. They were freaky like that. Exhibitionists. Right.
Well, so, I heard the original porn stars.
I think that's a vocation that's best left to those people with those proclivities. I'm
serious. I thought it was like the free love movement and all that kind of stuff. Is where
kind of.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, in the 70s, in the late 70s, your average skin flick was on par with a movie like this in terms of its production qualities. These were like real actors. Like a lot of them got into it after Deep Throat came out, thinking that they were going to be able to transition from porn into like regular act.
Yeah, just expert Reynolds,
right.
But then Reagan happened.
There just ain't too many Tracy Lords, okay? There just ain't too many that can make
that brought down the whole industry. Is what you're talking about? Like
that can make that transition.
I heard they had a hit out on that shit.
Well, she supposedly.
No, I'm serious because she brought down the whole industry.
She betrayed the industry.
Yeah.
The one of the first Comic-Cons I ever went to, the star at Comic-Con was Tracy Lords. Like she was one of the main guests of the Comic-Con, and that's where I met Angel Medina while I was working on Kiss. Yeah, and it was a trip. I was like, "Is that Tracy Lords?" What kind of show is this anyway?
But she did make that transition from one screen to the other.
She absolutely did. She's one of the few that did that. I think Brian's on.
So what's up with this dude with my hat? How come he's got it all fucked up? Oh, put him back on the screen, B. What happened? Who was that guy?
Jocking your hat, Pops.
Oh,
He's jocking your hat.
Yeah, man.
I know. He had it all folded down and fucked up like he doesn't take care of it. You gotta keep these things looking good, bro. Keep looking good.
Yeah, one thing about the movie, man, it had a lot of pretty good actors in there. Jack Palance, was it Marlon Brando? Or not Marlon Brando? Fucking
Jack Palance.
The other guy.
Jack Palance.
Martin Landau. That's who it was.
Brian. You can try going out, coming back in, and seeing if you get a better connection.
Christ.
We're not going to go anywhere.
Stab my eye.
You know.
Stab my eyes.
Stab my eyes. Yeah, I guess the main monster in this movie is played by the same actor that played Harry and the Hendersons and the first Predator.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he passed away. I think he was a Laker too. I'm not sure, but I'm one of the LA Lakers. Yeah, man. Black Hat Cinephile. Tracy Lords hasn't been as big as I think she could have been if she hadn't started dirty. I see Tracy Lords as Jessica Rabbit aside from her hair color. Yeah, the first time I seen her was in Crybaby with Johnny Depp. Yeah, that movie was pretty funny. Iggy Pop. Remember that one? I remember my older sister loved she loved Johnny Depp. You know, that was one of his big movies back in the day, like when he was kind of coming up. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see how we did. I don't know if he gave it enough time to give it a different connection. We'll see. Are you better?
Nope.
Turn your camera off.
That's the perfect freeze frame right there.
There you go. Now freeze.
I listen to you.
All right, we just gonna fuck with it now.
God
Here we
damn
go.
it. Fucking annoying as fuck. Am I roboting like a motherfucker? Is that what's going on? Because I hear you guys.
No, it's not your voice. It's your face. Your face gets.
That's what I said. The camera's drawing too much of your.
Gotcha.
And every time it does that, I notice the viewer count goes down.
Oh snap! Yeah, well, I mean, look, people didn't came here to fucking check out like some fucking horror movie trailers. Let me throw on the trailer for.
He's like, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, the I don't know. Did you watch this movie too, Pops?
Actually, dude, I've been so busy building the campaign page and getting everything ready for the launch on Saturday that I haven't even been helping people with their shows much. I like get them started and I go back to work. You know what I mean? I was working at the beginning of this show, setting up the graphics for adding Brian's tier to the campaign. You know what I mean? It's like, turn your camera off, Pete. That'll probably help.
Okay. Let's see.
And tell you again who this clown is and messed up my hat.
This is Cameron Mitchell, man. It's a sign of quality. When you see like a low budget horror movie in the 80s, it's very often a little bit of a movie star, like the 50s and the 60s. So he was in the point of his career where like you pay him and you're like anything. I'm trying to.
You can't. It won't let you turn off the camera. No. And this is the deal with hotel Wi-Fi, people. All right. Next time you charge up your cell phone and you use it as a hotspot for your
Exactly. Yeah. It sucks, but you got to do that kind of shit whenever you're in.
That's what we do at the con, man. We have two phones. We have one that we use for a dedicated hotspot, and the other phone is the only thing connected to that hotspot, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way we can walk around cons doing interviews and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, the alien in here, he has these like little discs that are like suckers that come around, suck the shit out of people. Like,
you sure Tracy Lords isn't in this movie?
spinning around, sucking the shit out of people.
You know what?
Yeah, they had this alien looked exactly like Tracy Lords, just running around sucking the shit out of
We ain't gonna have to worry about YouTube cutting this show up. Brian and we're never gonna get a trailer playing.
Yeah, this show's gone. It's never gonna make it.
We love you, Brian. We're glad you're back, bro. Partially, at least.
So I guess Brian's out. I'm taking over the show, and now back to horror porn. We're gonna go to our first.
Do you have some examples you could show us?
Pulling it up right now. I hope you guys
Yeah,
are.
We'll be kicked off YouTube in no time.
Any fans of this show, look under.
Brian, say goodbye to your channel.
We're going to restart the channel under.
But this is why we're building the Roku channel, guys. This is exactly why. Okay, stuff like that. You know how many times, Matt, have they blacked out part of Brian's show on
Yeah.
YouTube?
Blacked out. What are you
Bunch
talking
of
about?
times.
Oh yeah,
On YouTube?
straight up black screen for 5 minutes
Yeah.
On here.
on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought they just took your show down. I
Facebook
didn't know
does
they
it.
blacked it out.
Facebook goes after our audio and YouTube goes after our video. They both make money off us. We don't make nothing.
Crazy, dude.
And
Yeah.
they got the nerve to mess with our shows, right? Look, I want to build the Roku network just because of that. You can watch Brian's show on YouTube. But then if you want the uncut version, the version that YouTube didn't chop up and Facebook didn't chop up, then you slide on over to the Roku channel and you watch the uncensored, uncut version. You see what I'm saying? Because they do it. I've been doing his show now for quite a while. There's a lot of black spots.
Yeah.
That's
Even
racist.
when we do a replay of one of his shows, YouTube does that. It's crazy. Is he with me? Is he with
Brian.
me?
Fucking hotel high this Wi-Fi. God damn it.
This is better
How
now.
much they charging you for that Wi-Fi, B?
Not much. I mean, hotel, I managed to find this place. I've rented it for like a month for
Right.
Oh,
like
that's cool.
for
Too much, but yeah, we know.
Yeah.
too much, but yeah, but not too brutal, but yeah. Let me try and show this this trailer again because man, I remember seeing this as a kid. First thing that you need to know about this movie is that basically it's the same exact plot as Predator,
Yeah, it is. And it's got Predator in it, right?
and
Does it?
and the fucking really crazy thing is this guy right here. That's a nice shot of the alien. Let's see. There he is.
Yeah. Sim was digging that. Sim was digging that alien. Yeah.
I'm kind of digging
Oh,
the
it's
alien,
fantastic.
too. I think he looks cool.
Looks pretty
They-
dope.
Classic look.
Pretty metal.
They paid Rick Baker, who was like at that moment like the greatest makeup artist in the world, right? Arguably. And they paid him $19,000 to sculpt that mask.
It's pretty
for
dope.
them. And it's fucking dope as fuck. And
It
the
is.
alien, when you see him in this, is so not disappointing.
Yes.
But the crazy thing is, the really sick trivia is the actor that's wearing that mask is a guy named Kevin Peter Hall,
Yeah.
who was the Predator
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Predator.
And Harry,
Harry and the
Yes, and Harry
Hendersons.
from Harry and the Hendersons.
the
Yes,
best
yes.
Bigfoot ever.
Yeah.
Love that
I
movie.
did think that. I thought that was an awesome movie. too.
Fucking love Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
John Lithgow. Like when he kicks him in the balls, he's like.
I kind of prefer my Sasquatches on the fucking murderous tip, like fucking
Abominable.
Abominable. Oh god,
Yeah,
I loved Abominable.
That was dope. Yeah, that was dope.
And for those of you that haven't seen it, like Preston, if you haven't seen it, it's great. It's basically
Probably seen it.
Dope as fuck.
it's Hitchcock's Rear Window with a Bigfoot monster.
Yeah,
That's like
fucking
stalking like these hot like co-eds.
He's got teeth like Sam Keith's the Max, dude, and his like jaw like unlatches.
Dude, yeah, his like jaw dislocates so he can fit this dude's entire head into his mouth and bites like the whole entire front part of his fucking head off.
How old is this movie?
2011. It's recent. You can find it on it's on Tubi. It's really easy to find. Yeah,
dude. I'll tell you right now, like the Koreans are killing it as far as zombie movies at the moment.
Well, the Koreans are just killing it as far as just movies are concerned.
Right now,
their cinema right now is in its golden age.
It's right. It is right.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, like the American golden age was 1968 to about 1982, right? Or 84, possibly. But like Korea right now, or the Japanese film industry, that's gone. The Italian movie industry, that's gone. Their golden age was pretty much simultaneous with ours. But yeah, it's just like for some reason the artistic energy, for some reason, jumps around the world. It always has. And right now,
weird, right?
Korean movies are 100 times,
their kung fu is strong.
Oh, dude, and the fucking martial arts movies. I watched. Oh God, there's a really great one called The Villain.
Ninja Assassin. Dude, Ninja Assassin's bad.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Oh, I loved it. Oh,
dude,
Ninja Assassin
is the greatest movie.
It's so much fun.
Dude, when they were in the sewer and he looks up and all of a sudden out of shadows, all these ninjas come out. I was like no way.
Yes,
no way, dude.
Yes. The special effects in that are amazing because the ninjas literally like come out of the shadows and like melt into the shadows. I was just
dude, it's the sickest thing. I was like,
awesome.
Check that.
Yeah. Awesome movie. But yeah, I was watching this movie called The Villainous. And holy shit, man, it's like a remake of La Femme Nikita, but I would say even better. And I promise you, watch the first 10 minutes of that movie and you're going to be hooked. Like the opening fight scene in that, where this chick basically goes crashing through like a window and just starts just annihilating like an army of fucking mafia goons. This is insane. Yeah, fantastic. I mean, that's what the John Wick movies are. They're basically an American version of Korean action films.
Yeah, I love John Wick movies.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't crazy about the original, but I really like the sequels because they create like a whole fucking like pulp universe.
Yeah. They stick, dude. That's one thing. That's one of the things I love the most about it, is that they got history. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
like a whole.
Sure.
They explain everything. Yeah.
Can't wait for the fourth one. I haven't seen it yet. And they have that TV show too coming out, The Continental.
Really?
Yeah. The fourth one. Well, also what I love is that they up the ante with the fucking martial arts battles.
Yeah.
Right. The Scott Adkins is in the new one.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
He's so cool.
Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
My boy Donnie Yen. Right. Who, in my opinion, is the current king. Like that guy's been wearing the crown for like the last. I guess I would say it went from Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Donnie Yen.
I like Tony Jaa a lot though myself.
Oh my god!
Wait to see, I love The Protector too. And Ong Bak. I can't wait to see Expendables 4. Sorry, I know it's gonna be like here and there, but he's in there. So well,
here's the thing. It's disappointing to me that he's doing like these Hollywood movies, instead of doing more like the Thai films, right? Like Ong Bak and The Protector, which are classics, right? I would love to see him do more of that shit. Instead, he's just like doing these little stupid like Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
But guy's got a family.
Yeah, he's got
right?
He's got to work.
Yeah. And so it's just like
in the Expendables 4. I think he's one of the villains, so we'll see.
Yeah, because I think he was like in like one of the Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah, he was.
I started watching it, and it was it was just like
very underutilized.
Yeah, fuck that. So the alien big game hunter in this is like what makes this movie kind of novel. He doesn't use a laser like a laser gun or any kind of advanced weapon.
That thing has blonde
hunt
hair, dude.
humans?
That sucker. I swear to God, I'm not lying, Preston.
What?
What?
Oh, that
That's
hair?
blonde hair.
I seen that. Yeah.
I swear, dude, I'm not lying. Look at
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, is that part of the alien or something like that? It looks like an eyeball underneath it, too.
It's what's her head, dude. It's Tracy Lords. The blonde hair.
It's Tracy
Lords.
Lords. Like, it just
It's a
comes
little
out
joke.
at you.
Just a little joke that was kind of pioneered when you're roboting.
Is that her superpower? Like, she just
Really
throws
cute.
No, I
snatch at
heard
people
that.
and it.
Dude, I saw her at a chiller convention. I saw
What
her
you
at
got?
the
I got
chiller
Tracy
convention.
on me.
Tracy? Oh God, she looked harsh. She looked really harsh.
She always
Ginger Lynn
harsh.
too. Ginger Lynn as well. The years have not been kind, but
Porn stars, can you imagine what they had to take to go ahead and get out there? Like fuck coat.
Well, that was back in but that was also back in the days where most of the people. It's not to say that there wasn't a lot of fucking drugs going around, but those people were exhibitionists.
Yeah,
which makes sense. It's just like you want, okay, society demands porn. It demands smut, right? So shouldn't the people supplying it be people that are like into it and like enthusiastic? Not people that are doing it for drug money, but people that are just freaky like that.
Well, I've done it for a while, and I can tell you, like, it's really no big deal. Like, it's found it to be fun at times.
Well, dude, I could just there's no way. Well, people always wonder, like, why are there only like 5 guys in porn in like the 70s and the 80s?
Because they only make like lunch money. That's
well, no, because there's only like a handful of guys that
you can't.
There's only a handful of guys that can get it like up, in, and off on command.
That's not true anymody
No, well, the Viagra changed everything. That's where you started seeing like these big like muscle builders and like bodybuilders and shit like that. Oh,
yeah, but
God,
funny thing about that, like the stuff they have to take to go ahead and make those
fake
muscles
wood.
grow makes their wood shrink drastically.
Right. So they're also doing it. Their nuts are turning into raisins, and they're fucking gonna give themselves a stroke from fucking taking all that Viagra. So the alien in this, I think you'll agree with me, Matt, is like a bow hunter. He's like Billy Tucci.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
It's like he's an alien, so he's come from outer space. So he's got to have access to like some pretty advanced weaponry. But instead, he's throwing these animals, these discs that are actually alive.
A lot like Predator.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, on his world, this is probably how his people hunted back in their version of the Stone Age.
Right. And he's probably like crashed here somewhere, or I don't know. Who knows? We don't really know what.
Well, I mean, he came there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, as Chuck Palahniuk says, he has come for, like, he's a trophy hunter, right? Like he makes that distinction between like when one of the chicks is giving him a hard time, he's just like she's freaked out, like looking at all like the we get the scene that's kind of like a little bit like Hitchcock, the birds, right? You see all these like stuffed and mounted animal heads. And so homegirl's all like freaked out about it. And he's like, hey, I eat what I fucking kill.
Yeah.
Right. So he's one of those dudes that's not, not killing just to get his rocks off. He's just like a genuine hunter. And he knows the difference, right? He knows that the fucking alien isn't hunting them for food. He's hunting them because he's getting his rocks off on fucking killing these people.
It's crazy though that like you were saying earlier, like they have him and then Landau's even like nuttier. You know what I mean? They're both kind of makes me want to watch the movie again just because that little dynamic. Oh
like my God!
Kind of similar, but not quite. Just enough to be one-upping each other towards the end of the film, which was kind of funny.
Oh, dude, both of them chewing up the scenery like motherfuckers.
Fighting that shit, yeah. And then you got a young David Caruso running around in there.
Yes.
Fucking showing his ass on NYPD Blue or whatever back in the 90s. And then First Blood before that?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I think. Yeah, this because I know this came out around the same time as First Blood. Yeah, there he is, about to get a little action. But yeah, there's also Larry Storch. Now, most of you probably don't have no idea who fucking Larry Storch was. He was an actor on a TV show that was on in syndication when I was a kid called F Troop.
Oh yeah, I used to love F Troop.
He was also on Love American Style, wasn't he?
And the original Ghostbusters. Yes, with Tracy the Gorilla and fucking Chuck McCann. Right. Okay. So I'm not the only person here.
No, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not the only person because I was thinking like I know who this guy is. Like, oh shit, that's gonna fucking like. No,
I recognize him now. Yeah.
Yeah. So he comes across a shotgun that the father and son who were not getting along were when they got fucking jacked by the alien, and then he gets jacked too. And so these discs, they just come flying out of nowhere and just fucking attach themselves to people, and these tentacles start boring into their fucking flesh.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Starfish suckers.
And then they start pulsating and like all like this goop, right? This
it's
goop.
Gross. Yeah,
pulsating, and they have this goop.
Yellow,
yeah, man.
Gross. Yeah,
like pussy. And then the
should have seen a porn.
Positive. And I love this moment where like the kids see the alien. We don't see the alien, but the kids are just fucking see him, and they go running and screaming, and then fucking yes,
Greg Brady comes to the rescue.
I'm sorry. So, he is very Greg Brady-ish. I forget the name of this actor. Mind you, he's perfectly cast, right? One of the things about characters in monster movies is that the good guy or the straight guy, he always is boring as fuck. Right? And this guy's really good at being boring as fuck.
Safe, yeah.
Right? But there is, but there's an approach to that. That's not to say that that's not its own style of acting.
Not everybody can do it, right?
Right? So they go into this shed, right? That's marked water department. Evidently, this is the only thing they built. This is the only set that they built for this entire movie.
Are you serious?
The shed. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Everything else was like a location. This is the only thing they actually built. And then, of course, naturally, since they built it, they have to blow it the fuck up. Right?
Dead, bro.
What was your movie?
Fuck that shit.
Oh, no.
You don't want to go
awesome.
in there.
Yeah, it's great. They go over to this because their friends have gone missing, and so they find the shed, and they open the door, and it's a Lucio fucking Fulci movie. And
yeah, totally.
Dead Larry Storch, and then you see the son,
the yellow.
His eye is missing, so that's where that fucking thing hit him. Right?
Oh.
It fucking hit him in the face and just started fucking eating his fucking eyeball.
Skull fucking him, dude.
Yeah, man.
Skull sucking him.
And there's Cameron Mitchell with a big fucking hole in his head.
Oh man.
And it's just it's just gnarly. And then David Caruso just comes like his body just falls on this chick.
Yeah. Just hanging around.
Yo, sup?
That fool's hanging. He's like right there. He takes his sunglasses off.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, man. So they go running, and this is like one of my favorite moments in the movie. You see that the creatures that the alien is throwing at them glow in the dark.
Oh yeah.
Which is a really neat fucking detail. And these things look cool as they're just going and like streaking by.
It's kind of scary, dude. Yeah.
Finally, you get to see exactly what these creatures are, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of them fucking hits a fucking windshield, and suddenly these tentacles start going out, sprouting out, and these teeth kind of like open and just start going.
It's very Lovecraftian.
I'm about to say the same thing.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is for sure. And that's one of the things I like about this is in Predator, don't get me wrong, I love me some fucking Predator, but in that it's an alien big game hunter with like what, contemporary for them, advanced technology, fucking a camouflage, full camouflage, fucking laser guided like bolt casters, and in Predator 2 he's got that fucking combo stick, that fucking spear and the disc and all that shit. This motherfucker's old school. He's just fucking throwing these things at people.
Ninja Lovecraftian stars is what he's doing.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that's difficult to get right in science fiction is the truly alien.
You should have like a catchphrase like "suck on this."
Yeah, right.
Well, you know what's funny? I'll play the. Yeah, baby. That would be in the Schwarzenegger version of this.
This is really going to bite.
This is really going to bite. Yeah, man. Yeah, let me roll the.
Hey, Brian, go ahead and
this
roll.
Sucks worse than Tracy
Let's show everybody why we need to go to Roku.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, yeah, that's actually before we even look at the trailer, let's take a look at this. Oh no, wait, that's towards the end. Of
we'll do that then. Go ahead.
Let me show the fucking the trailer, because I remember seeing this on TV when I was a kid, and I was like, I don't
want you to chop it up. I want you to play it. I want them to chop it up. I want to show everybody exactly what I'm talking about.
All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. One of the things that's interesting also about this is the director of photography was Dean Cundey, which is to say the guy who shot this is the same guy who shot all of John Carpenter's movies. Like the classic John Carpenter movies. Let's check
the hunting season has begun. But the hunter isn't human. Only the prey are.
What's funny is I've never heard of this movie.
Yeah, me neither.
It's obscure. Yeah. It's obscure. It was like a drive-in movie. I saw it in Fangoria magazine. When I was a kid, I saw the trailer. There was a TV commercial, a TV spot for it, and then I guess it never played any major screens. I think this was mostly just like a drive-in and a grindhouse movie. And then it showed up on HBO like really quickly, and I watched it every single time they fucking aired it.
And it's cool too because it's like a traditional like alien movie,
Oh, like without a doubt.
With the big head and the eyes, like a giant gray, but it's like a fucking
he's a
horror, almost like a slasher, but not really,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and this is funny too because this is the original title. It came without warning. That's what she said. That's what she. Right?
Is this about teenagers?
Yeah. So they wisely shorten the title to just without.
Came without warning.
That's one of those things where you're just like, wait, like, how did this get like? Didn't anybody point this out? It's like Man Thing, right? It was like Man Thing, really?
Warning.
And I love me some Man Thing, but man.
Our friends are dead.
There goes David.
Terror.
Not a horrible creature. Come on. You're escaping me.
Because when it leaves this planet, no one may be left alive.
Look, I'm warning you.
Yeah, there's Martin Landau chewing up the fucking scenery.
Do not fuck with that guy.
Him, he does tweaked like nobody else. And his character in this, who's called the Sarge, he's like a shell-shocked Vietnam veteran who also seems to have schizophrenia.
When they start eating on you, don't come to me for help.
There's Palance, of course. The two of them also did another, like Matt, if you like this, look for a movie called Alone in the Dark. Because that's got like the two of them as like escapees from a insane asylum who go on like a killing spree. Oh, it's brutal. Yeah, he has a way of they just bust, like when he gets hit by these things, he just busts out his fucking hunting knife and just starts fucking shanking the things and just like pulling them off of his body. And there's this moment where one of the tentacles is just stretching and stretching, and it makes this fucking sound, man. I think maybe you hear it. Yeah. Listen for that again. It's so gnarly.
Like a whistle.
You trophies. You know what? Right now, you and me, we are the prize game.
The hunter.
What up, Crystal?
The hunted.
I gotta see his Dracula, man. I still never seen it.
Oh, very faithful to the novel.
No shit.
No, I shouldn't say that. No, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that.
Okay.
Actually, one of the things, you definitely should check that out because that changed the Dracula mythology. Kind of like, you know how like silver was never a thing with werewolves until the Wolfman?
Yeah.
Like it was never anywhere in folklore. It was totally made up by this screenwriter. Very much a similar thing. Oh yeah, well, yeah. What was my point?
Werewolves wasn't like a creature, like a monster, like in folklore. It was always something good, right? Like especially in Norwegians. Like
no, the medieval European werewolf is usually somebody that's been cursed or they made a pact with the devil. And the way you would turn into a werewolf would be by rubbing a witch's salve on your chest or by drinking water out of a wolf's footprint.
I could have swore I've seen something where they were supposed to be witch hunters or something like that. Like,
no, not in folklore. Not in folklore. No way. Werewolves are always bad. Always bad. But yeah, what was I going to say about the Jack Palance Dracula? That was written by Richard Matheson, and that has the first time that the subplot of Dracula, of Mina Harker being like the reincarnation of Dracula's lost love. That was invented in that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's nowhere in the novel, in the Bram Stoker novel.
The thing that preys on human fear and feeds on human flesh.
Actually, it doesn't.
All right, my friends.
From deepest of space it came.
What are you cutting out on us, you traitor?
I got to head out. I just finished.
No problem. Thanks for hanging out.
I've been working on a 6-gun gorilla page. So
snap!
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you want to say
what?
Hell yeah!
No, not interested.
Oh hell
yeah! Oh,
that's what's up.
Oh
yeah, that's dope, dude.
I gotta change.
I'm out of here.
Now.
I'll see you Monday, Matt, and I'll see you later on, Brian. Y'all take it easy.
Take it on,
Peace out, Preston. Good seeing you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a That's right. You saw it here first, damn it. That's right.
Yeah, man. Oh man. Oh, I can't wait until that fucking thing is finished, man. It looks but it's just like the amount of detail he's putting into it, I'm just kind of like,
that was pretty,
like
bro.
I'm like, do you want to make it that good? Do you know what I'm saying?
Two horns up, right, Matt?
Oh, God.
2 horns up. Shit.
2 horns way up.
Shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention also everybody. Pops. Did you ever grab that link for Crystal's campaign? Because we should post that.
Put it in the chat at the top.
You put it in the chat. Okay. Thanks, brother.
That's okay.
I appreciate that.
That quick at my fingertips. Well, now refresh it. It's that quick at my fingertips. There it is.
Ginger Lynn screwed Captain Spaulding, of course. What's his face? I'm trying to remember the name of the Sid Haig. Haig. Yeah. She's in that. She's also in Wing Commander 3, and she's one of 2 romantic choices you can go with in Wing Commander 3. So,
I ain't gonna lie, Ginger. When I was young and porn was new, I ain't gonna lie, Ginger was.
Oh my God, the girl next door. You know, she wasn't. She
was
wasn't.
young. She was young. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. She wasn't. She wasn't like intimidatingly hot. You know, she was just a naughty,
Is the endangered
naughty
species.
girl.
That's all.
Good. Yeah, that's a great.
Without warning.
Now, man
Yeah. This was the
is the
image
endangered
that
species.
really stuck in my head. Like this right here, the alien throwing the flying monster at the screen, and then it turns into the title.
How far into the movie is it before you actually see the alien go?
I would say it's about at the 1 hour point.
That's
about
2/3
right?
in. You finally see the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you get a really, really good look at him too, because you know when you've got Rick Baker doing the fucking special effects, but he didn't do all the effects, but he did all of the alien stuff. And first you just see his fingers, which are just blue.
It's creepy as fuck.
Really creepy, because like this is when he gets sort of serial killery, right? Because this chick also is very much, when you first meet her, you could tell a final girl for sure. And no, wait, that's not where we first see him. We first see him, yes, right there.
Yeah, that's pretty scary right there. Like, ooh, like jumpy.
Yeah.
And I would think that was a statue or something until it moved. I'd be like, man, what is this? It's kind of a prop.
It's like a mascot from a metal album.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, you know what I mean? It almost looks like a wax figure as opposed to a live.
Looks good though. It looks good on camera too.
Oh, it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, let me show a little clip of Dean Cundy, which is from the Blu-ray, I believe, talking about like how he shot the monster. Oh, brutal.
The creature was an interesting challenge because it was very well done. The makeup, everything was very, very high level of quality.
Now, once again, this is Dean Cundy. This is the guy who shot all of John Carpenter's classics.
But as with any creature, you don't want to show too much because imagination is so much more effective. So we went with the idea we'd try to keep him silhouetted and a shadow that passes now and then. And,
with the mist and everything. Oh, it's just so cool.
It's scary, dude.
That kind of thing.
So tall.
I mean, really scary, right?
Yeah.
Because
it's cooler than the shot of him in the apartment all lit up.
Well, yeah, because that's just a flash, right? Like because you just catch like a glimpse of him, but I just took a still, which is cheating.
It's kind of like
really,
that Barlow.
Right?
It's kind of like that Barlow reveal though, where it's like stark, scary, sort of in a way,
Oh, for sure.
Like what the fuck? This big old vampire's in the middle of the kitchen. It's scary as fuck. Like, or in modern like Insidious, where that little red demon's face pops up around the, the family member.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. For sure, yeah. I mean, there's an art to shooting the monster.
Gave the
reveal,
the creatures
the reveal,
ominous, presence, as opposed to being too specifically lit and too much being a character. So it was,
or even like a reveal, like in like a regular place. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Choice on
yes.
Sometimes when you reveal like something like with Barlow, like in the kitchen of a house, you expect like the reveals to be like in a cool like setting or something.
Off the cathedral or something like that, or a graveyard,
or a fucking spaceship or a graveyard, but they just pop up in a like in a fucking kitchen, or a dining room, or a living room. Like, oof, I don't know.
Well, that's the genius of Stephen King, right? That was the genius of Stephen King, was taking, you know, these gothic monsters, and then suddenly putting them where you wouldn't expect them, which is like,
whoa, I'm safe here. This is safe in my headcanon, like, or safe in my head. You know, I can't. You can't come here. You have to be more like grandiose and epic of a reveal for this character.
Exactly. And instead, he's just like literally curled up on your kitchen floor.
Choice on all of our parts to handle it that way.
Yeah, I don't have the Blu-ray of this, but I do have the Blu-ray rip.
Have you ever listened to Hypocrisy?
Hypocrisy.
They're fucking dope, dude. They're like straight up alien metal, like Swedish melodic death metal, like full to the core, but they're like alien themed.
From what era?
From like fucking 1990 till now. And like their newest album, they shot it up into space, so like you can listen to the whole album, and it's like you're on a drone going up into space, and you're just like looking at the CD because they're like gifting it to the alien.
Oh, that's so dope!
Yeah, you'll fucking love them. You'll love them, dude.
There is a phone app. I can't remember what it's called, but it tells you when like the International Space Station is flying overhead, and you can literally see it. I have a friend that has it. Just like you can literally see it just going right by.
Oh man!
And you know, it's really, really cool because it's just like you're looking up and you're seeing this what looks like a star moving. Yeah. And you're just like, fuck, there's people up there.
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
It is.
That band, they like every album though, they have like the Greys. Like in the new one, it's called I forgot what it's called, but it's got the pyramids in it. You know, like the and sometimes they'll have an alien like mixed with a demon, or sometimes they'll just straight up have the Greys. Like every cover, it's a fucking typically like a Grey prototype, but then they kind of spin it a little bit, and then they usually have like an alien type song, like with conspiracies and just straightforward alien shit too. But pretty dope.
So they're hanging out. They're not hanging out in the graveyard. They're hanging out in the Area 51.
They're hanging out with that. Yeah, they're hanging out with Travis Walton. You know. That type of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's insane. All the revelations, like the government is telling us aliens have been here, and we have their bodies and their technology. We have like one of their spacecraft, and you know what makes me suspicious is just like why now, right? Like this is very weird. Interesting because whenever anything like that, whenever anything happens these days, what's your natural reaction? It's okay. What's this?
Yeah.
Right. What kind of new bullshit is this?
And that means that they're 20 years ahead technologically. So they're just showing us 20 years ago of like, you know, they're 20 years ahead of us now, basically, like, you know, people that run this shit, you know.
I mean, look. I think with the UFOs, obviously people are seeing something. I just believe that it's all terrestrial aircraft. I don't think. Well, I mean, look, I would love more than I would love for there to be aliens, right? That would be fucking dope. I mean, it would be. I mean, obviously, the first thing you would want to do is know, okay, what do they look like, right? That would be your first question. Then the second question would be, what kind of like awesome technology do they have? And the third question would be, what is their art like?
What is their art? Oh, or their music? Yeah, right. I'll say like, what the fuck do you guys want? That would be my question.
But no, of course, I
never thought about that though. Their art and their music would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Because imagine
like,
that
are you
art
ready to have
from
your mind
another
blown,
world.
like quite literally. No.
Well, I mean, just like how exciting would that be? Because also, you'd want to know, okay, what is their heart like? Like what right? Like what are they like inside? Right?
Oh, yeah.
How would you find
hearts,
that out?
You know, look at 2 brains. You know what I mean? You never know.
Yeah, no, I mean like on a spiritual level.
Oh,
right. Like,
do
they have a religion or I mean, just like so much shit from a completely like there was a story, I think it was Gustave Doré, maybe. He was like in Europe when the Aztec art was making its way to Europe for the first time. And evidently when he saw this shit, he was like hopping up and down for joy because he was like, this doesn't look like art from another country. This looks like art from another planet.
Right.
Right. So then that makes you wonder, what would art from another planet exactly be like?
Yeah.
Once again, it's just like the truly alien. That's the thing that science fiction authors and horror writers have been trying to create, for as long as science fiction has been around. But this is basically, I think, a very much a 50s style.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like the Thing,
Monster from Outer Space.
Okay, yeah, or a little bit of Day the Earth Stood Still, but not really, because it's not like that epic. But the way he kind of moves, like kind of comes down, very he's pretty scary too. Once he starts coming at Palance, he's just like there's nothing that could stop him. You know what I mean? And you really don't know. Like maybe he's fucking weak. Maybe his shit's weak sauce. Maybe fucking Jack Palance could take him out. We don't know.
Well,
sometimes you don't know with these aliens. He gets shot, right? But he just like
right.
Like,
and what looks like either apple juice or urine comes spraying out, and he kind of just looks at it, and he just puts his hand there, and it stops.
Yeah.
So it was basically him going.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I did like
he's
that.
Obviously
the ending was pretty. It delivered. I thought. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, and I think for the way it was set up, like the gentleman was saying in the interview, less is more. You gotta have that slow build, the slow brood. And then if you got fucking Rick Baker too, it's just gonna make the movie even better. Kind of like exactly what they did with An American Werewolf in London. They didn't show the dog till the end.
Oh my God! Yeah, man. I remember seeing that. Well, I mean, what I love about the werewolf in An American Werewolf in London is that it's such an original design.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's on all fours, but then it's got like a shortened snout.
Yeah.
And it just looks unnatural.
It's like a big fucking demon dog. It looks like, dude, a real dog almost. Like it could exist. Like it's the Beast of Gévaudan or something,
Yeah. It's incredible. I mean, and then it's interesting because that came out at the same time as The Howling, and the effects in that were by Rob Bottin, who was Rick Baker's protege.
The apprentice, yeah. Yeah,
right?
That one's my favorite. I like The Howling like leagues more, and I love An American Werewolf. It's like, but I just like The Howling more.
Oh, it's great, but The Howling is far and away my favorite of the two, and I also think that the transformation scene in that is better because it's scarier.
It's fucking scary, yeah. And those wolves,
horrifying.
They look like demon wolves. You know what I mean? Like
Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
With the big ears.
Yeah, like
everything. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, this is the ending of this totally delivers. If you were like a 13-year-old kid, or something like that, 12 years old.
Yeah. And then like when he's doing the first person view, like when he's or just like walking around and it's during the middle of the day, you know what I mean? It looks like it was shot where it kind of they did that first Bigfoot sighting. It's like that woodland kind of like weird area, probably somewhere in California, off outskirts of LA somewhere.
Like up in the hills, I think.
Up in the hills or something. That's what I got out of it. But
because they said it was like the mountains, right?
Yeah, and then like after watching it, because sometimes you watch horror movies and you don't know where they're going and stuff like that, and now it's like, you know what? There's a little cheesy little parts here and there, you know what I mean? But then there's a lot of charm to it, and I know where it's going and what to expect, and I think I like the movie now even more after reflecting on it, and I know I watched it again, like, I know what to expect. It's just fucking dope,
So you enjoyed this? You would give this a recommend?
Oh, fucking two horns way up, and then I would when your kids come to like a respectable age, they could probably watch it. I know there's a lot of the fucking some of the the little raunchy scenes in it, but
not so much.
I don't think there was really too much in there. Like
not at all. And there's no nudity either.
Yeah, I don't think there is. Yeah, I didn't think there was. So
this is proper.
proper like.
This
you
would
know,
be proper for like
Yeah.
I think maybe 13, 14.
for sure.
13?
For sure. Yeah. 100%. 13. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I would say.
Everybody, if you're a parent, remember age appropriate
Always.
horror movie education.
You know, and
Right?
there's,
It's
I
like
mean, it's hard
aging.
too, though. It's hard even like because you know you could show them little fluffy shit, you know, and YouTube's gonna show them whatever the fuck they want, like on a commercial, or they're gonna autoplay it, you know. So, but my kids, man, they're all ready for Halloween, bro. My son, he loves spiders. He wants to build a big spider, you know. He just loves spiders. I don't know.
Dude.
Spider-Man too, you know. Venom. He wants this big Venom for his birthday.
I look like there are 2 times of the year when I become very jealous of parents, right? Of people that have little kids, Christmas, but most of all, fucking Halloween.
Oh yeah, dude. Like it's like it's Halloween. It's Halloween now over here. You know, what I mean, it starts up basically in the summer. You know. Well, I was gonna say something, dude.
Have already got like Halloween shit.
I was gonna say, dude, I picked up the Cryptidnals. I don't know if you saw my post, but I got the floppy, and
fuck yeah,
for $5. I haven't really, you know, but yeah, dude, they printed my fan art right here in there.
Oh hell yeah!
Because you know it's a horror club, and yeah, it was this piece right here. They did a shout out for me. It was this one I did, and
Sweet.
Yeah, man, it's pretty
yeah, the man
awesome
dog.
that they did that. So
awesome.
Thought I would throw that in.
Yeah, well,
there.
we love those dudes.
Yeah,
we love those dudes. Yeah, and you know, still you haven't gotten fucking Ray or any of those motherfuckers on to do like a El Santo.
No. one day.
Yeah, like, I know he's busy, but yeah.
They're real busy doing a bunch of shit. But one day, I'm gonna try to. I think they're gonna be around here next month sometime doing a at a Mexican museum, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah, they're going to be slinging their book. So I'm going to try to go down there and meet up with them.
Hell yeah.
But we'll see.
I love those dudes, man.
Yep.
I love those dudes.
What did you want to watch
like
next?
Ray is so fucking... Oh, I don't know. But yeah, no, I was just going to say Ray is like the most underrated writer in our scene. Like, without a fucking question.
So are you, bro. So are you, man.
No, I mean, like, people, you know, like, I'm not gonna lie. I love when people say that shit, right? Just like I'm just not good at taking compliments, right? I'm learning though, but you know, my friends usually have to go, Brian, shut the fuck up. Take a fucking compliment.
Never argue with your fans. If your fans say they like you, don't give them a reason not to.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just very Japanese about that shit. You know what I mean? Like the way the Japanese handle that shit is like the way when somebody gives you a compliment, you go, oh no.
Yeah, I don't take compliments like either. You know, for anything.
Yeah, but you still love hearing them, right? There's still like moments where you're just kind of like,
people are always telling me, you know, thank you and stuff for the stuff I do, and it's like, okay, I've been doing it for 4 years. You guys know this is what I do. You don't got to say thank you every stinking time I share your thing.
I say thank you like a lot to people sometimes.
I mean,
it's just part of my thing, and like some people are like, "Shut the fuck up, Matt Burke," you know. But it's just kind of. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to.
Well, I mean that's I mean that's why. Also, it's just like since I have a reputation for like being a good writer, I also want to use like that to point the finger at other people that maybe aren't getting like the attention that that they so richly deserve. And the Cryptidnals, that was easily book of the fucking year. Book of the fucking year.
It's fun. I liked it a lot. It was a fun, it was a fun read.
So much.
I actually went back and reread it again. I mean, and then the new book's got like the dark light in the back too. So.
Oh, that's right. There's new shit in there.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah,
see, I haven't had any money, so I haven't been able to buy any of this shit.
Yeah, no, and it was $5. So,
of course, I live in an area.
So,
well, I approached one of the like the comic book stores here. One of them sells American comics, and it's a little dirty corner all the way in the back. It's literally a corner,
right,
all the way in the back.
Yeah, you have to have ordered special for you too.
Yeah. But I was, because I was just like, because it's just like, oh, local comic book store. Let me tell them, oh, are you aware of the crypt signals? Right?
Yeah.
But it's just like they're just not interested. They're just not interested. It's just like I said, I live just 15 minutes out of New York City, right?
Yeah.
The home, the birthplace of DC Comics, Marvel Comics, the American comic book industry is from around here, and a lot of people from the old comic book industry live around here.
Oh,
and
cool.
The comic book stores don't sell American comics. And there's 5 of them, and none of them sell comics.
It's pretty disrespectful.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Oh, look at Rocky. Oh,
what's up, little Rocky?
What up, Rock?
Well, guys, I'm about to go right now. I got a rated radio on Open the Gates in about 5 minutes, and I got to go grab my brewski.
Who you got on there again?
Rated Radio. He's talking about How to Die 2 on Kickstarter.
Oh, okay, excellent. Excellent.
So,
all right.
Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Always.
Oh, dude.
Thank you.
Anytime. And yeah, we'll figure out what to watch next week.
We'll
hopefully, we'll figure it out. Good chat. All right. Peace out, brother.
You guys. Peace.
Love
you guys.
seeing you.
You too.
Likewise. Everybody, after this, go and check out Matt.
And if you miss it, it'll be replayed on the Madness Network on the weekend.
Yes.
Because that's what we do.
I
was going to say, we have one of the regulars that comes on the show all the time. And after every show, he sends me a message. He says, "Thanks, Pops, for the invite." And I'm like, God damn it, dude, you're a regular. You don't need to thank me anymore. You thank you for being part of what we do.
Right. Yeah, no, but don't tell me you don't still appreciate that shit.
Yeah, I love these guys, man. I love all of them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, looking forward to the Roku channel kickoff party.
I did a little pre-launch show earlier today and kind of ran through the campaign and explained some stuff. But now, if you watch that, you had to forgive me because there's a new tier that popped up there that wasn't there before, and that will be the Two-Fisted Comics PDF tier, 6-gun gorilla 1 through 6.
Yeah.
All right, and there's also there's 32 PDFs altogether, separated in different tiers. But if you want them all, you want all 32 PDFs that'll be available on this campaign, $80. And you're donating to help us build the Roku. Okay. We're not necessarily trying to sell comics, but these people have all been cool enough to donate comics to help us raise the money. Okay, so we picked a common price of $5 per comic on all the tiers. Okay, on all the PDFs, on all the tiers. We didn't separate them in any way. It's $5 for each one. But if you want them all, you get a really decent break on that. So,
yeah, man, for sure. Like mega value pack, and also fuck YouTube. Okay, fuck YouTube because they're making life impossible for us. They're making life impossible for streamers in general. It's election year coming up. They're going to double down with that shit. We got a Roku channel. We could just say whatever we fucking want and not have to worry about
all through next year. All through next year when everything else is
on lockdown,
shut down, right? We'll be able to do what we want. Okay. Now these are all the different companies and small press publishers that are putting tiers up of their own. Obviously, Brian, we got a tier from Earth Dog Studios, Committed Comics, Omen Comics, Revelation Comics, or Relevation Comics. I mean, I think I did that wrong. I better fix that. Revelation Comics. Okay, I said it right. I just spelt it wrong. I'm gonna have to fix that one. Silverline, as well as one tier that's just number ones from various Madness people, like Max DeVille put Human Hunters number 1, Carissa's Redemption number 1, Laurie's Path of the Pale Rider number 1, just a collection of number 1s. So, because hey, some people haven't caught on to those yet. We're going to give you a chance to help us build the network at the same time as get yourself some PDFs, some good stuff.
Good shit.
There's other things too. Okay, Drunk 3PO, right?
Yes, of course.
J. David. Yeah, he donated 2 signed books.
Oh, nice.
The Achromatic Chronicles Blue. He donated 2 signed books.
All right.
Cindy Koepp's making 5 little crochet croms.
Nice.
Okay, so we got some crochet croms. We got people doing sketch cards. Doc and Rich, Romo and Dal, the guy who drew the Still Token comics, he's going to do sketch cards for us too.
Nice.
We got some good stretch goals, man. We'll have a card set as a first stretch goal. Doc's going to do the first Crom Ashcan, the first story that was ever written for Crom that would have been at the beginning of the anthology. He's going to go ahead and put that together anyway. Now, some people have seen some of the art from this because we were talking about it a year ago, obviously, but nobody ever knew the end. It's got a very surprise ending, and you guys are going to love it. So the Doc Blalock Ashcan will be available at the second stretch goal. Third stretch goal is going to be a Madness challenge coin or actual badge. I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be a badge or a coin that says I helped build the madness on one side if it's the coin, and the Roku logo on the other side if it's a coin. If it's a badge, it's just going to say I helped build the madness, and it'll be an actual badge that you can pin on your shit.
Yeah, man. Because folks, we need to start building new shit and alternative shit. Luke, of course, started FundMyComic.com. Think of this.
Should we go ahead
and build our own shit?
Should we go ahead and show cooperation with that too? Look at this. I sent our logo to Luke, and Luke sent it back with the little Fund My Comic book in his hand. Check that out.
Fuck yeah.
Is that cool?
There it is.
This is cooperation, people. This is what we do. We get together, we build, we push, we grow. All right.
Yes. And not everybody necessarily gets along with everybody, right?
No.
But we're all, because that's the thing is, we all retain our own shit. We all retain our own identity. We're just mobbing up, right? And we're mobbing up. The big boys have mobbed up. It's time for us smaller creators to mob up too.
One of the things that the people have to understand too, when we're out here, when we're doing like public beef, both sides are losing potential fans and customers.
Yes.
Don't do public beef.
Yes.
Keep that shit
No drama.
in your inbox, yo. You got a problem with somebody, keep that in your inbox. As soon as it's out there and it's public, you're turning some people off.
It just hurts this whole scene. Yep. It just hurts the scene. And we don't need more. We don't need negative shit. Right. And we've got enough shit.
I've been guilty of it in the past too, right? But no, you notice since I started trying to build this network, I've opened myself up to, hey, if I put this tier out and somebody I don't particularly get along with decides to bring their show to the network, they're paying to be part of this. There's like maybe one guy I'd shut the door on.
Right.
Maybe one.
There's always that one. There's always that one.
But I mean, he's like one of them people that just goes for the hate crowd.
Yeah, that is a crowd. That is a crowd. When
you attack everybody online all the time,
yes,
you're probably not gonna have a show anybody fucking watches anyway.
No, I mean, you don't want to be hanging out with shit stirrers to begin with, right? Because if you hang out with shit stirrers, it's like hanging out with somebody you don't want to go bar hopping with a guy that's always trying to start fights.
I mean, there's people like that I haven't talked to in a long time. Like, let me just throw it out there. Larry from Niobe Comics. If he wants to bring his gaming show to the network, bring it. I'm not going to be over here overseeing everybody's show. You see what I'm saying? It's your show, bro. I might not even have time to be out here as much with you as I do normally, right? I mean, I'll be running a whole network. I won't be just playing around anymore. This shit will be real.
Yeah.
YouTube, I've been playing around. It was a beta test. It was, let's see how many people will provide consistent content. And if this works, if people actually provide consistent content, I'll take it to a platform where we can actually try and make us a little money and get you guys seen in front of a completely different audience that doesn't YouTube.
and not worry about fucking YouTube fucking, censoring us and us having to fucking talk baby talk,
And one of the other things
all these like weird euphemisms and shit.
One of the other things that's really great about this show in particular, and our already having a footprint, already having our foot in the door over there at Roku, is the American Horror Channel. Hart Fisher is a friend of ours.
Yeah,
Hart Fisher's already asked me, send him an ad. He'll start playing it right now. Well, I don't necessarily want to send him an ad till I know we're funded. Right. But as soon as we're funded, our ad's going to be playing on Roku 5 months before we even get up there, 4 months before we even get up there, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? On the American Horror Channel. We'll be highlighting this show because that will draw them over to look at our channel too. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep. We all grab each other's audiences, and you're not necessarily going to like everything that's on there, but you're going to find something. Everyone's going to find something that they're going to like.
It'll be like Netflix. It'll be like a view on demand.
Yeah.
It's like all this different stuff you can watch, and you have a playlist of the whole, like you can binge watch every one of these horror movie clubs that you've done. You can even upload the other ones that were before you were.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We can put all your horror movie clubs up on the Roku. You're already part of the network. See? So all your stuff goes up, everything you want.
I mean, there's some I'd like to burn.
That's the great part of it. Okay.
Yeah, I can pick and choose.
And the other great part of it is now we don't have to try and strip something off of YouTube, right?
Right.
That's all been chopped up. We can take it right out the StreamYard and load it with no cuts, no black screens, none of that, right up to Roku. You see what I'm saying?
I'm with that fucking program, dude.
I don't have to go strip it off to YouTube. I'll just be able to take it right out the StreamYard. That's the other thing, people. If you bring your show here, we provide, like to Brian and everybody else, professional StreamYard, a studio for you to broadcast out of that takes you to 8 different destinations. When you do your show live, you can still come into the studio, do your show live, and then we just put it on Roku.
Yeah, man.
Upload to Roku.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. So, I was gonna say
We're launching Saturday at 8 p.m. We'll be out here earlier in the day. We'll be talking about it all day. Anybody's welcome to come out, ask questions. By all means, please come out and ask questions. Max Devill, the guy who built Hart Fisher's American Horror Channel, is the developer of this channel. We already know it's going to work. We're not worried about it. Okay, we're working.
Yeah, the technical difficulties will not be there.
Max has built 6 of these channels. It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's going to teach me how to do uploads and shit, so that next year I can take over when his year of maintenance is up. That's the other thing. It's going up for a year, guys. It's not going up for a month, and we're crossing our fingers. We're financing it for the whole year, so we'll have a whole year to promote and make it grow. And as long as it's bringing in enough income to pay for itself, 2025, 2026, 2027, we just keep going. So content, the more content there is there, the more chance somebody's going to get stuck. Right, Brian?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How often you get stuck on a streaming service just trying to find something to watch? Because there's so much to choose from, right? You just click, one thing after another. That's how I want this to be, where there's so much to look at that people get stuck there.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this.
Yeah, no, that's good. You're champing at the bit.
Yeah.
Dude, I am going to
go hang out with Matt.
Oh, well, no. Well, you know what? I'd probably hang out in the chat. I gotta fucking fix myself some fucking chow and fucking, just kick back, play some World War Z.
But yeah, let me.
The movie sucks. The video game's a lot of fun.
Let me get you this date real quick. October 19th, I think is what he said. Let me see.
Oh, for Pete?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Let me make sure that's what he said. And I did ask him what his favorite horror movie was, and he said that's a tough one. He'll think about it. Yeah, the 19th, 9 p.m. Horror Movie Club with Pete Zametti, guys. It's gonna be
you know, just if you can, just let them know. It's just like it could be anything that's not behind a paywall,
right?
You know,
right.
So and that's a fuck ton. that's a lot. There's no shortage of great shit to choose from. Maybe he wants to give us a first choice, second, third, or something like that, because a lot of people, they don't even know about Tubi and Plex and all these other free streaming sites. But anyway,
we're talking about King Cryptid, so we'll probably pick some kind of a cryptid movie. What do you think?
Oh yeah, duh, yeah.
You know.
Yes. I got one I'm thinking about.
You think of something, and I'll present it to him, and you know, it's like, because you know me, it's like I just want it to be a fun show and entertaining. So we'll be pimping King Cryptid. It'll be about halfway through the campaign, I think, maybe a little bit closer to the end of the campaign. So, you know, maybe we'll help him out, help him get some backers on that, and
yeah, dude,
talking about a movie. Right?
Yeah, Preston and I could fucking bust his balls. Seriously, that's a good idea that I had. You could just ambush his ass. All right, Pops, do you want to take us out?
On another madness show.
I know. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off my T-shirt, man. It's an old Lower East Side special. Keep music evil.
Let's show it off to then.
Yeah, baby. Hell yeah.
I am your papa.
All right, brother. Do you want to take us out?
Yeah, I'll play a few different things because we got different things to play.
Okay.
This has been a great time, Brian. Thanks, Matt.
For sure.
Thanks,
good seeing you again, man.
You know, everybody in the chat. You guys rock.
Much love to you folks. We really do appreciate you, and we will catch you next week. And until then, peace, love, and metal.
Yo, everybody, it's me, Pops Van Zant from the Madness Comic Network, and I want you to have a heads up and look out for our sign-up page for the Roku campaign on Kickstarter. We're going to be trying to get the funding to get the Roku channel set up for people like that guy, the guy who's recording this, can get his show up there on Roku and start getting monetization today. So check us out, sign up, be ready. Peace.
Madness Entertainment Group presents the Madness Comic Network with original programming and additional comic-related content.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.